Hello everybody! Welcome back, welcome back. I changed the wallpaper, changed the room a little bit here. Let's get loaded in. Hello, hello. I hope everybody's had a good week, a good weekend so far, and happy Halloween if you celebrated. Hi Butters, hi Haruyukito. Welcome, welcome. So these overlays, originally I was saving them for the new model, but I really wanted to start using them early. But so these are by, oh, I guess I should put a link. Space Bunny. And I will put a link to her Twitter on like my main about page. But I have some other overlays and they're gorgeous and I love them so much. And finally some on-screen chat, which is something I know I've needed for a long time. I hope you like them. Thank you. Hi Fortune Cookie, welcome, welcome. So we are back. Oh, did they not refresh properly? They should start updating. Sorry, I'm still a bit new to this part. But yeah, we're back with the Thaumaturge, which we took a little break from. I had some other streams going on. Around the dangerous. So last time we learned that our actions do have consequences. Our actions do have consequences, and lost out on an entire skill tree. We have been locked out. Hope we don't end up needing these. But we've been doing pretty well with who we have so far. So I think we'll be okay. Actually, I wanted to look. I should have at some point. I want to know what your gameplay style is. Probably heavy. I guess more not necessarily to do with suffering but Unga Bunga style. Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking. Heavy damage type. Okay, so that makes sense. But we're good with our other skills. We have our punches. Look at those. What? Oh, 1, 2. Buckle your shoe. Either way, I don't think we have anything. Oh wait, maybe we... Oh wait, that didn't actually change the quest. I forgot. Yeah, I don't think we have anything new for that yet. Otherwise, we're going to continue with Dangerous Friends. Before I did a whole lot of clearing out of the quest log. I'm not used to seeing it so empty. Hello King, welcome. And so let's see, so we can search for the, I guess we'll do like the sub, oh, I see the articles. Let's work on the subtask. See what we find. Traveler's letter. Dear Antony, I remain in good health, although the traveler life is slowly taking its toll. The humid air here and the sultriness are becoming too onerous for me, so I started considering returning to the country. I have some last-minute matters to tie up here, including the one I wrote you about in my previous letter. Finally achieved my goal, and Warsaw will soon see the dreaded demonic masks. We even managed to set a date, September 15th. I hope we will see this extraordinary spectacle together. With sincerest regards, Constanti. A message written on ornate stationery with a drawing of an elephant. The traveler Constanti boasts that thanks to him on September 15th, Warsaw will have an opportunity to see an extraordinary show from a distant country. Sounds fun. Taylor's Dilemma. I wish we progress by exploring the map and using your focus randomly until you find the item. I wish there was a little more. I guess we can look, see if there's anything around. Okay, not in the immediate area. Hello. Are we heading into fisticuffs already? Let's see. Blatant injustice. Okay, they're not mad at me. For once. But this is Victor who we're dealing with. He may make it about himself. And if there's the opportunity to take a pot shot at Dad, it will happen. Theater repertoire. Teatr Romaitoshki. Program on September 15th, 1905. Mrs. Katstelanova. A one-act drama by Yosef Korzinosovsky. High Theater KON. Friends, a 4-act comedy by Count Alexander Fredro, the father. List of plays being performed at the theater on Friday, September 15th. They include a performance by a theater troupe from Thailand. Oh, wow. All the way from Thailand. There's the other one. Oh. Cigarette butt. Always. The most important of clues. A cigarillo rolled with precision. Someone here has skills. The perfectly rolled cigarette butt is wrapped in thoughts as bitter as poor quality tobacco and burned through with the claim about the certainty of tomorrow, comfortable home, elegant attire, things that can't be brought on the modest salary of an Okrana agent, things he can only dream about. And you, sleuth?
We keep following one another around. Maybe we should introduce ourselves.
What are you talking about?
We are jumping straight into it, aren't we? I don't think we're going to get straight into a fight. There's like not even any pretenses. He's just ready. I made him wait too long by not playing. It's my fault. Ask why they're interested in you.
I've got the impression that I've caught Eugen's attention. I'm curious why.
Don't you know where curiosity like that can get you?
It'll cause you nothing but trouble.
We're gonna... Hold on.
Maybe we'll meet again.
Oh, Butters, thank you! Thank you, and hello, my Senning. Welcome, welcome, welcome. There should be a nice little animation when the chat catches up as well. A nice little image. Thank you, thank you, thank you. That's really sweet. Oh, more particles. Is this an important clue? I don't know what this is called when you have a coat with this like extra little cape on top of it, but I really like that sort of design. Newspaper. There are numerous folds and food stains marking the pages. Bitter reflections on whether it's appropriate to comment on this photo on Konechkin's desk gather in the folds of the newspaper. The conclusion? It was a mistake paid for by this bad task of tailing the young rich man. Only one thing that can bring this suffering to an end: a juicy denunciation. You have made a conclusion. Hello, Rick. Oh, thank you for letting me know. Oh, I'm glad. I'm glad you're finding them useful for learning. The sad man, it seems that Konechkin sent his men to tail me. Is that a compliment or an affront? It's hard to tell. The men are clearly disgusted by the task and would be happy to report back to the chief with the spicy details of my life. I could convince them that their job is done. Hello. Informer.
Still here, gentlemen?
Please don't look for trouble.
Inspire them to apply for a raise. You should do that anyway.
You guys are so devoted. Is the pay worth so much hard work? Maybe it's time to fight for a raise.
I don't want to keep mucking around in this crap. Not for this kind of money. Following some spoiled brat around, standing for hours outside people's windows. And God alone knows what for. Not for this kind of money.
Wait up. I'm not gonna stand here on my own with him. Let's talk to the chief.
Know your worth. See, not everything needs to end in a fist fight. Or start with a fist fight.
I had no idea about this place.
Oh, Rick. Thank you very much. Thank you. Meeting place. The floor is covered by a thick layer of dust. No one's been here in a long time. It looks nice, though. Condense the particles.
I know this trace.
Conspirator's trace. The same precision, the same exactness. I know this trace. I discovered it on the box in my father's study. The coffee lover. It seems that the person who asked father to meet is a doctor with ties to revolutionaries. I would never have guessed that Stanislav Shulsky, a symbol of prudence and conformity, actually had subversive friends. I need to meet this doctor. Oh, it's high enough. I don't have to move my head. Dirty cup. You can still see dried coffee residue inside. There are words in the cup spoken with care and precision. The issue they refer to is a difficult one. It concerns young people with extreme revolutionary views. Those who hurt and are hurt, and later end up in his clinic. We really still haven't met that woman all the way back from the beginning again, have we? Broken plate. Once there was a plate. Now it is no more. Oh, the fragility of existence. The shards are livid. The conversation was calm until it wasn't. Emotions soared, manners evaporated, and the smell of expensive tobacco, disappointment, and ambition. Rick, thank you. That's really lovely. I don't know why the notification isn't working. Why it was saying 0 memberships, but thank you. Thank you. That's really lovely. I really appreciate that. And I hope everybody enjoys the emotes. I hope I can have some more soon as well. Thank you. Happy belated Halloween. Ambition. I like that the ambition is capitalized here. Hung over everything. What was once whole became disintegrated. The proud name plate was replaced by the insult junk. Forever. Mysterious tenement house. impossible to mistake for anything else. Tobacco, disappointment, and ambition capitalized. Father's trace. Oh, is that father's main flaw? We're pride and he's ambition. Interesting. This is where he would meet with his shady friends, apparently accompanied by heated arguments. Typical.
Hello, sweet secret.
Rabbi's trace, the warmth of the Sabbat candles, the joy and pride in the community of which one is a part. I know this trace. It belongs to Rabbi Sofer. A sweet secret. One of Father's mysterious friends was Isaac Sofer, whose amulet I found in the study at home. A box of cookies. There are Hamantaschen inside, dry as dust. The cookies are stuffed with a dilemma, because the trousers are, admittedly, tight around the waistline, but it's Purim, and one must rejoice. And how is one to rejoice without sweets? Sweets and rejoicing go hand in hand, and a rabbi must rejoice during the carnival, not just for himself, but also for others. It's a part of his duties, for one. Just before, can we look in the other rooms? A little kitchen. Knife. Carefully placed on the cutting board. Okay. What you got?
I think that's everything now. So, besides father, there were two more. A candy lover and a coffee lover. Konieczkin must have had one of them in mind. Quit whining. Mr. Sweet Tooth is definitely Sofer. He died before father, so he's not the one who took the grimoire. That's what I call you now. The doctor. Because you help rabbis and people the hospital is off limits to. Rebels and revolutionaries. Luckily, I know someone who matches the description. Maybe we'll find out what she needed that ammunition for. Come on, we'll be careful. Time to get some donuts at Rodwitz.
Oh, just what I was saying. Contact the revolutionaries. I guess as a character he had like no real desire to get involved in any of this. I'm surprised it wasn't sort of an option for the player given that it was such a important event early on. The donut time. I used to not really like donuts. But I guess when I was younger, the ones I normally had were, I guess, like cheap, super sweet ones. And even when I was young, I didn't really like those. But now I've been exposed to more donuts. I still prefer like plainer flavors, or like something. Like I've had like Earl Grey donuts. Those I really love those. Or if there's like actual bit of fruit, I've grown into them. Now I would certainly choose a donut if I had the option. For a snack, okay. Right on the boundary to Silent Hill, okay. Oh, what do we have? Order a beer. Midas's golden touch. Everything here is oozing with the precious hop liquid. Oh, there's a kitty! Very important to gather experience points from that. Let's just look around. First, that... Oh. Are you okay? On the floor? The only thing the cat is oozing with is cuteness. My favorite, still my favorite of these is, it's one I did off camera. I meant to take a screen cap of it, but it didn't save, which was one where you find the advertisement for like puppies, and then the description, the description here is just Victor saying, I must find out what this is about. I think the dialogue afterwards is something like, or beforehand is like, there's still goodness in this world after all. Worker magazine. Proletarians of all countries unite. Go forth, Warsaw. On the streets of Moscow, the people are fighting the Tsardom. The land that has forever housed the capital of the Tsars is soaked with the blood of the Russian proletariat, murdered with grape-shot and cannons. But the people refuse to yield. They boldly raise their banner in defiance of the enemy's howling storm. An ever louder cry echoes against the walls of the Kremlin. Away with the Tsardom. Long live the Constituent Assembly. Worker. In quotations magazine. Proletarians of all countries unite. A slogan popular among socialists rather than socialites. No wonder. Worker leaflets. Join the strike, join the fight, fellow workers. The worker collective cannot stand idly by when faced with the cruelties of the Tsardom and the whims of the capitalists. An hour when the people finally take despotism to task draws ever closer. We call on you to join the strike. Our solidarity will break the enemy's resistance. If we persevere in our fight, the oppressor will be unable to cut off every head from the hydra of the revolution. Away with exploitation. Long live the workers' cause. Warsaw Worker Committee of the Polish Socialist Party. Worker leaflets. Join the strike, join the fight. Short and to the point. No need to read the whole thing. This is the kind of media we need. The leaflet burns with the flames of a just cause. The fire that consumes it is aimed against the occupant, the master, the oppressor, against anyone who torments the Polish working class. To a certain Wanda. I couldn't remember her name. Admiral, hello, welcome. Bouquet of flowers. Fresh flowers, probably from a nearby flower shop. Pretty. The flowers taste of sorrow and ash. The delicate colors of the petals fade, consumed by the need for action. Retribution, revenge. Take from others what one has lost. The sensations flowing from the bouquet are intense, choking, intoxicating, frightening. They make up Wanda's trace. At Burke Roblitz's, it's not immediately apparent, but this establishment is a meeting place for revolutionaries. What's more, Wanda's here. The bouquet is fresh, and without a doubt, she's the one who brought it here. It's hard to mistake her trace for any other. We do have this one locked door. Does it say? No. Hello. Oh, kitty!
Is that cat and stuff too?
You bet. He stirs the beer with his tail. What can I get you?
That I think was like the nicest opening message. I've ever heard from him. It was nice, and it had humor. Maybe character development is happening. Let us ask about the cat.
What's his name?
Pankratzy. I found him on the trash heap and he's sorta made himself at home here.
Well fed, well groomed. The happiest cat in the neighborhood.
You think? Thanks. I feed him liver. I think he likes it. He always wants more.
We're best friends. Don't get too happy, we're probably gonna have to fight the cat. Guess I wouldn't be surprised. Yeah, we did establish Victor's a bit of a dog person. I'm a very old man. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We are going to ask for a donut.
Yes, one donut, please.
Even if I had any, I wouldn't recommend them.
But I heard I was supposed to order a donut. Here.
What? Just a ghost.
It's all right, Yannick. I know him. Trouble follows you wherever you go.
Well, that makes two of us. Can we speak in private?
If I must.
Don't move a muscle.
This is what we get for having a friendly conversation. We're not gonna teach. This isn't gonna teach Victor anything. This is what he gets. Let us admit that the situation seems familiar.
I've got déjà vu.
Silence.
Forgive our caution. Despite those delightful moments in the cell, I still don't trust you.
The ones who get out so quickly have friends in high places. What about you, Shulsky?
Meet Michal, and tell us, what do you actually want?
Let's ask what happened to her. Been missing for like, was this 10 episodes?
We parted in fairly unfavorable circumstances.
Forgive me, Victor, but I have no desire to reveal all my secrets to you. Can we get to the point?
I missed you.
I've missed you.
Choose your words more carefully.
I've missed you too, in a certain sense.
Really?
Come on, lower the gun.
I was trying to be
Can
friendly.
we get to the point? I promise I'll be nice.
You can leave us. Come, Victor. Tell me what brings you here.
I missed you. I guess given it was a pride answer, that was gonna be a bit patronizing. I still thought given what we know of her character, she might appreciate it, but it was meant to be a friendlier option. Let's learn more about their case
So
first.
these are the famous suites. Underground combat. Are you from the PPS?
The friendly neighborhood girl threw you off?
I didn't fall for it for 1 second.
You're a terrible liar. What brings you to this sweet place?
Donuts. Let's ask everything.
You stole the Dutch pomade shipment. I read about it on the train from Vienna.
We're famous. Yes, that's true. But I won't tell you where it is, nor what it will be used for.
Let's learn more about their methods.
How exactly are you going to serve the cause?
The PPS has extensive structures. Most members engage in demonstrations or meetings, underground lectures.
I know a certain woman who's keenly interested in them.
Bring her sometime.
Maybe someday.
We're part of the PPS Combat Organization. We use more radical methods.
Do you shoot as well, or just carry ammo?
Wanna find out?
Let's ask about Berk Rotlitz.
Is Berg Rodlitz's cafe frequented only by your sympathizers?
No, but the name is known only by a select few.
Why did the PPS choose this particular place?
It's just one of many where we get together. The beer is drinkable here, and the boys are nice.
The cat. Changing the subject.
Actually, something else brings me here.
A donut. What you doing this evening?
What are you up to this evening?
Is that an offer, or are you just nosy?
What would you prefer?
That depends on your preference. I'll adapt.
Tonight, I am overthrowing the patriarchy. Will you join me?
Well, we did take Victor to some lectures to teach him about feminism. So let's say he's down with this.
With pleasure. Just us and the sounds of a crumbling tyranny would be the perfect date.
It's hard for me to deny that, but seriously, I have plans. And that's all I'm willing to say on the topic. Is there anything else you wanted to ask?
Let's ask about the doctor.
I'm looking for a particular man. He's a doctor and a Thaumaturge. He treats people with rather radical views.
Who do you mean? Us?
I neither confirm nor deny.
Correct me if I'm wrong.
Diplomatic. I'm sorry. We don't betray our comrades to anyone who asks.
So you do know one another after all.
Who knows?
How about this? I won't ask for anything else, but please, pass something on to him from me.
Then
Are you praying to an onion?
onion?
Hush. What should I pass on to this doctor?
Oh. Sometimes we haven't done this more, because this is such a cool way of communication. I love this. Focus on the act of meeting. Convey how eager you are for an answer. Assure him you have no ill intentions. Extend an invitation to talk. Hi, Zero. Yes. We had a little break, but I'm back now. I feel tempted to do the one that requires the highest. I do think it's important to assure him that we have no ill intentions. And it's blue. Matches the outfit.
Not bad. Not bad at all.
On the onion, let's inspect our work.
Adulthood is like an onion. The more you try to separate it out into its basic parts, the worse it stings and makes you want to cry. Done.
What can he make out of that? Cough syrup?
Just pass it on to him. He'll know.
You're peculiar. Anything else?
I'll be off now.
If I get an answer from the doctor, I'll let you know. Look after yourself.
Oh, now we can examine. Okay, plenty. Wait for the doctor's answer. That's a very different take on Shrek. That's exactly what I was thinking. I couldn't remember the exact words. Let's see what we have. Read. Pamphlet. Women of the world, unite! Across social classes. Fight for a better future for your sex. Fight for your right to study. Fight for your right to work. Fight for your suffrage. Fight for our equality. We deserve it all. that a donut? Because nobody's giving us any donuts here. Notes. Uvidova rightly states that today's woman is not herself, does not feel like an individual in her own right or for her own sake. She is Adam's rib, and she is a servant, the man's slave, his complement, support, comfort, solace, ornament. Are we not all treated that way? Regardless of our achievements, we are still met with disregard. A woman may have the wisdom of an owl and the slyness of a fox, but still, she will be treated like a silly sheep. But the times are changing. They are changing because, contrary to what men think, I am not a sheep. I am a lioness, and I am hungry. The book. Oh yeah, I remember this name. Scowan's biography. Scowan was born on October 24th, 1847 in Petersburg. From early childhood, the pearl of the Russian Empire opened his heart to the beauty of Russian culture, and upbringing in a respectable, patriotic family provided him with the best possible chance of development. Thus, the son of Anton Antonovich and Yulia Yagorovna has always been destined for greatness. An only child with exceptional intellectual abilities and a pure, kind heart, he gained the respect of the people around him from very early childhood when... some page is missing. Charred letter. You are right. I cannot speak about feelings as openly as you can, but I also know there is a reason I keep my heart quiet. Wanda, our people rely on us. Dozens of people with pure minds who seek a free and independent Poland. People who risk their lives every day to make that dream come true. We owe it to them to show no weakness. However, if your life were at stake, I would move heaven and earth, and I would sacrifice anything, including my hopes for a free country. The lives of our friends and my own soul to save you. This is my weakness that only you can know about, no one else. Please burn this letter. Bury me in your heart and forget about what we could have had. Give up, my love. This one time, I'm begging you. Give up. M. M. Now we wait. Seems to be... Is it gonna make us actually go to a bench, or... You have to... We could always pass the time with a bit of fisticuffs. We do know the Fight Club. Rick, did I watch the stream 2 days ago? I didn't watch all of it, but I know of it. I hope, depending on when the anniversary stream is, if it's at a reasonable time for me, I'll aim to, like, do a live stream reaction, but normally they're not at good times for me. And when New Mirror Dungeon comes out, I want to do, like, a review of new content and stuff. You going somewhere? You can see the chat now. How new is that this layout? It is new as of today. I think I need to do some tweaking because I see the chat is a bit slower. I think because I have it cropped to just like the top of the new chat and not... I need to be doing the bottom of the new chat. I think when I was testing things, because I haven't had like on-screen chat before, to be able to test things you need a live chat, right? To be able to test it. So I was grabbing whoever I had on who was live at the moment. I was assuming we were going home, yeah. Which tended to be like big people like Live or Doki Bird. So the chat was going by so fast, so it probably wasn't the best. Probably wasn't the best way of testing things for me. Hello. I didn't know I invited you home.
Mr. Shulsky, there's a young lady to see you. I'll serve tea in the drawing room.
I won't stay long. There's no need.
How'd you get here before me?
Thank you, Grażynka.
A nice house, a spot of tea, a housekeeper. When the revolution comes, everything here will go up in smoke.
These are all yellow, so I think we should ask the one that we have knowledge for.
Did he say anything?
You know what? He confirmed my belief that Thaumaturges are freaks.
Gained fork. Thank you.
Thank you, Wanda.
I'm glad I could help. I've got an appointment with Michał.
Let's say thank you again.
Thank you again. You've done me a great favor.
I know. See you.
Will the young lady be visiting us more often?
I'm not sure. I can't tell what she really thinks of us. Besides, Thaumaturges are freaks.
How should I know?
Well, tough. I'm out of here.
Does it... If we go to our inventory... The inconspicuous fork conceals the intention to meet a mysterious doctor. The drink. Excuse me. I love this idea of like actually communicating in this way. Another save. And let's do a quick check if anything has popped up immediately here, but doesn't seem like it. I don't know why we had to go home for that. Oh, sorry. Travel. I'm afraid, dog. Now we're back. Where are you, mysterious doctor? I wanted to see his house, okay? I feel... Walking right in the middle of this, I really feel like we're about to start a fight. Hi, hello, and welcome! Hope you've been having a good week. And we're back. Sit down. Hello.
Assalamu alaikum.
My pride is too high.
Welcome. I'm not used to getting such a welcome from others. Usually, they go charging straight into my head.
That's not very polite in my view. One ought to introduce oneself first. Emir Bernakovich Fulce. Are you alone?
Victor, earlier you wanted to, like, fight with people just to get it over with. It was like our first dialogue option. You're somewhat at fault for the fisticuffs. Now I am.
I've taken care of them.
Good. Thank you for the onion.
Thank you for the fork.
The onion told me you have no bad intentions.
Yeah.
How can I help you?
What does Fulce mean?
What is a Fauce?
That's what we Tatars call Thaumaturges.
Ah.
I'm a healer, a fortune teller, and a doctor. Is something ailing you?
I'm looking for the Black Grimoire. After my father died, it went missing.
What do you need another spell book for?
My pride is too high. We have... And that's the star. I wanted this. I wanted consequences. I'm interested in that kind of character world building, where you have, like, I like this idea where you have magic, for instance, but the perception of it is different for different people. The idea that I want to look up more about what Fulce means. Because yeah, it would have, like, a different you would use a different different words in different languages, and it might have a different, like, cultural meaning. It might represent something different for different people. I think we're gonna ask what use is it to him because it has a star.
Well, what good is it to you?
Stanisław mentioned that sometimes you let your pride get the better of you.
Get to the point.
As you wish. Enough beating around the bush.
Hello.
In this place, we can talk openly and take all the time we need. But mind that lying may cost you dearly. Who told you I have the Black Grimoire?
He's been nice to us thus far. I'm curious what it means to... Yeah, well, it's not lying, it's withholding the truth. But... I don't exactly trust Konechkin. I don't really mind saying it was him. I don't feel a reason to withhold this.
The person who drew you to my attention was Ivan Konechkin.
As I thought. The chief had been circling Stanisław for a long time and was interested in his associates. In us.
The Grimoire. My patience is running short. Suffer is dead. You're the only one left.
We're going to do the very slightly politer version. Ask one last time for the grimoire to be returned.
Give the Grimoire back. This is the last time I'm asking.
Stanisław used to tell me you were really sick and nearly lost your mind. How did you manage to get through all that?
I think we can explain.
Grigory Yefimovich Rasputin cured me.
How?
Avoid the question. I don't really feel a good reason to not admit it. Revealed that he's hypnotizing me.
As far as I can tell, he used hypnosis on me, and he still peeks into my head from time to time.
Do you trust him?
Result, I wonder what... wonder what this would have been. Maybe it was something because I was trusting him earlier. Oh, King, why were you timed out? I turned auto mod up a little stronger. I will if we don't have issues continuing on, I'll turn it back down a little bit just because we had issues before. So I'm sorry, sometimes it gets false positives for no particular reason. Well, the truth. I'm really curious how this goes, but I do have reason for suspicion. And it's not lying.
It isn't easy to earn my trust.
Is Rasputin a thaumaturge?
That was incredibly diplomatic, as we heard before. I mean, he doesn't seem to be.
I don't think so. I'd have noticed that.
Do you know any other thaumaturges from Warsaw?
Yeah, I know a few. 2 even.
Yes, I know 2 more.
That's enough. I don't have the Black Grimoire, and I've never had it.
I'm going to remain silent. We're going to pull out the ellipses.
You've got enormous potential, but you're not yet reaching it.
Is speaking the truth not in such demand anymore?
I'm not looking for an honest thaumaturge, just a powerful one.
Oh. Yeah, I want to see this. Look how powerful the game is. We can have this many models on screen. Not even all of them.
Well, look at that. I might have underestimated you. Before we part, permit me to make a certain proposal. I want to rebuild the coterie with your participation.
What use is the coterie to you?
Why do you want to resurrect it?
I'll tell you why you want this. Because it offers real influence without the need to come out of the shadows.
Very practical.
I trust that now you're intrigued.
Well, we'll think it over.
It sounds tempting. I'll think it over.
That's enough for me for the time being. But take my advice. When you leave here, go to the one who healed you. I sense he has many secrets.
We all do, don't we?
Yes, but his secrets might be dangerous, and might thwart your plans. Be careful.
Journal received a quest. Devil's Gambit. That's the title. Oh, I like that little bit where he like threatens you for not telling the truth, and then or it tells you. Oh, I want to know. Well, can we find out what his salutor was? I'm always interested. And then he's like, I don't care about. I wasn't looking for Honestly, I was looking for power. Oh, it might be in the codex. Yeah, let's see. Shirael, a deceitful forest specter from the Tatar legends. It leads people astray by taking various shapes. It also has a rather twisted sense of humor. Could it be that Father was hunting this Salutor? Perhaps Father was looking for Shirael, but now I know that he was not the one who captured it. It must be said that the shape-shifting, devious Salutor and the kind of Dr. Emir Bernakovich make for an odd couple. I wonder if I should take this as a warning. I don't think I looked too closely at these. Back to our friend who we haven't seen in a while. Oh, what's going up? Let's check out what that quest is. I haven't seen Rasputin in a while. We'll have to decide what we're doing with his social link, for instance. Because I was basically... admire the view. I was like all in for a social link, and then... quest up here. And then we learned he was starting a cult, and then I was like, oh. I'm a little less enthused. Oh, yay!
To quote me? Then start writing. Here goes a poem.
If I want poetry, I'll read some Konopnitska.
In Śródmieście, the bastards went on strike. And that's something I don't like. So I grab an axe in my hand.
This is a serious story. Workers deserve some respect.
Shut the fuck up and write. I grab an axe in my hand and... Victor, give me a rhyme.
I think you'd like this.
Their decapitation will bring it to an end.
Spot on.
W.S. I expected more of you. I thought the press lived on that kind of scoop.
The press has its limitations, W.S. But we journalists at least try to make a change, unlike many others.
What was that about?
Don't worry. It's just a shitty situation. Do you want to come by for a drink? I can tell you all about it then.
Yeah, let's go.
Sure, lead the way.
We're abandoning maxing out Rasputin's social link for Albert C's.
Speak.
WS? Seriously? How lame is that? Anyway, the sewers in the neighborhood were commissioned by Neumeier, but the workers just dug it all up, and now they're on strike or wandering around. And when I send my shivs after them, more flood in. Do something before I kill them all.
These are the white options, so let's ask them first.
Maybe a friend Romek could help. They say he's a good chap.
Stop bragging about your adventures. I'm suffering here. You gave him a fat lip, and you got a life lesson. Nothing to get dramatic about.
What's in it for me?
What's in it for you?
Oh, for
I
you.
didn't catch that.
It was going to be so great. With the sewers, people would stop pissing on my door, but they just keep digging.
These are both yellow. I want to ask both. Ask about the workers.
Why are the workers on strike?
Neumeier, their employer, fired a few of them, so the guys got pissed and started a riot.
Maybe I could talk to them.
Be my guest. Those that were fired are hanging out in my bar and drinking. And those who still have jobs, you can find them in the southern part of the district. Follow those trenches they dug. You won't miss them.
Okay, now we can't ask yet. I'll learn more about Neumeier.
So who is that Neumeier?
He came from Germany. Decent fellow. They say he's got some experience in that sort of enterprise.
Since when do you regard decent people?
Since the sounds of construction keep banging in my ears. The guy has an office on Poznańska Street. You'll see a sign.
I will see what I can do.
I'll see what I can do.
Good. Whatever makes them go back to work. Whether you do some hocus pocus or send a demon after one of them, I don't mind. How about we come up with some buddy names for us?
Yeah! That's a good idea.
Great idea. I'll leave it up to you.
Man, I won't let you down.
Neumeier's office is at Poznańska Street. It's worth looking around there. Oh, it happened again? One sec. Give me just 1 sec. I'll turn it back down. Yeah, no worries. Unfortunately, it's... Which I do wish there was like a better answer. For dealing with bots. It's just a little jumpy after last time. When you first met Alberitzi, you asked if he's gonna be our king, and turns out he's our Harry. I like that. I really like that. Yeah, never mind with the Devil's Gambit, where... Never mind Rasputin. Let's just do a quick check if anything around. Not immediately. Nice team out. Thank you. I should have done it earlier, but I'll put in credits for the really amazing artist who did it. And I have some more variations that hopefully I can show off soon. Okay. The things I do for a friend? Question mark? Okay. Where are options? We have 3 paths. Let's find out where we're going. I like this level. The modeling here is really lovely. I'm interested in sort of the research it took to if there were pictures taken, like historical pictures taken of like sewage development. That's so interesting. That's one of those things you don't really think about in history. I'm just gonna run up and down it again. Time for base we have here. Okay, maybe we'll save talking to Neumeier. I just want to see what like our other options here are. So he might be the final boss. After playing lore, hearing bigger snap sounds triggers you. I wonder maybe if there was a funny one. Oh yeah, maybe let's do the bar. It's a good effect. Like, it's such a simple one, but they make it. It gets worked into everything so well. I feel like I use the word evocative a lot as a descriptor, but It works. I just run right by here. Pre-World War I European countries make for pretty interesting settings. It's a bit disappointed how underexplored the time period is in media. No, that's a good point. I watched a video once. Oh yeah, I'll just say King. I think 1880 to 1914 is such a fascinating overlooked period worldwide, not just in Europe. I watched a video on it once. I think Super Bunny Hop did like a little video essay on a little bit about that, about why World War II is underrepresented versus World War I. And like, yeah, for this, there's not... I don't think you necessarily have to do the World War, but this time period in history is... There's so many compelling stories. Like, when I first heard about this game, I was like, I was desperate to play it, just... And I get a lot of credit for, like... For the... Like, making games is so expensive, and it just feels like a risky choice, but I'm so glad they went for it. And I'm so glad how much they've gone for it. How much, like, all of these side quests are just sort of dedicated to teaching you, and I love that.
Hey, whoa! Stop making faces and buy another round. We need to drink to Neumeier breaking his stupid face.
And where do I get the dough? Besides, I ain't a wooer.
Easy there, or you're going to pop a vein. Let's get some shots to warm us up. Although you've got your lady love for that, right?
Go fuck yourself.
What do you want? Oi, Janusz, we've got company.
Is he buying, or just making a fuss?
Are they underexplored, or just these media aren't readily available in English? No, that's a really good point. That's a really, really good point. Let's give them a compliment.
I'm impressed with the male bonding that you apparently share. It seems so enduring, magnificent.
Oi, Janusz, is he like making advances at us?
Too much beard for my taste. Marionic?
If he buys us vodka, we can cuddle.
Let's get some vodka.
Vodka, with working people. Anytime, any place, and with respect. It's on me.
In that case, all is fine and dandy, my dear friend.
Wait, Marionic, wait, it's too much. I mean, too much... manana.
What?
Who are you? Really?
I feel like they could not like any of these options. I still sort of don't grasp what the general public thinks about Thaumaturges. I mean, we've definitely met people who dislike them or don't trust them. They hate them? That's what I thought. It's hard. And then there's just people that just don't even seem to be really aware. They could be down with socialism. I mean, I was a moralist in Disco Elysium. Let's rectify that.
I'm a socialist. The proletariat carries the weight of the world on its shoulders and deserves respect for that.
Good man. It's our blood, sweat, and tears building these streets. They're giving
Okay,
us
that was
the
good.
sack?
Yeah. I wonder who's gonna dig these shitholes now. Maybe Neumeier will roll up the sleeves of his fancy getup and start grubbing around in the mud.
What do you care? You get a new strumpet and won't even tell your friend who she is.
Keep your trap shut. We're not alone.
Why? He's a grown man. I bet he goes to a body house too. Ask anything. Don't mind Janusz.
Surprisingly, we've had multiple quests. Take me to various locations. Why is the work taking so long? Victor! I'm glad they're taking it seriously, because for those last few lines, I just could feel the, like, sarcasm dripping from Victor.
You gentlemen should know it best. Why do these works take so long?
Because it's poorly organized. And it all got fucked up somehow.
Managing people requires some skills, sir. It doesn't just happen. It's also slapdash all the time.
Yeah, so where I wasn't sure for that. I mean, like, socialist was the... I think where the... was, like, the safest direction, but then I'm like, the quest could be trying to play a trick on me, and they won't like any of these. Why were you fired?
Why were you let go?
Just some bullshit. Nothing to talk about.
Doesn't matter why. The point is, we were fired. And now there's a strike.
I'm going to insist that you let me know.
But of course it matters. Just between you and me, the vodka is coming.
Alright, alright. You fired...
Okay, sorry, one sec. I see the... I'm sorry about the auto mod. I don't see it. I don't... Turned it down to minimum. Oh, paragraph protection. Okay, I turned paragraph protection off. That should... I don't know why that was on for minimum. I'm so sorry. It should... That, I think, is what's been catching people. Sure, that's... That, yeah. Automod.
us because he's a kraut and a scumbag.
Imagine a ban on drinking at work. What's next? What else are they going to take away from us?
So Neumeier fired those who drank, and there was so many that all the work went downhill. Now there's a strike.
It's good that the lads went on strike. Very good.
Can you find out more about the strike?
A strike? Sounds serious.
Well, after the layoffs, the lads got together and said they wouldn't do double the work. And it all happened thanks to Rutkowski. Here's our leader, a good lad.
Yeah, Rutkowski's an angel.
You're always scowling at him. Look at him. He picked himself up a little sweetie pie. He doesn't care about the workers' cause no more.
Where can
Shut
I find
your pie
this?
hole. There's no gal.
What about the lover?
So Janusz's new friend, is he ashamed of her or what?
How should I know? Back in the day, we always knew when one of the guys had a new girl. And this one? Won't breathe a word.
I told you to shut your mouth, didn't I?
He just keeps boiling. I don't know why. Maybe she's ugly.
She's not ugly. I just don't want to talk about it, that's all.
He's fucking sensitive like that.
Budding feeling. It seems that the recently fired Janusz is trying to ease the hardships of his unemployment with a secret affair.
As promised, vodka on me. Enjoy.
Joy. I love it when the NPCs just sort of slide into place like that. Let's see. Oh, don't want me. Oh, okay, here we go. You're right there. Oh, it's just the... Okay, it's the coat, not the person. Love letter. Trace unknown. It contains sensual descriptions that are definitely not meant for prying eyes. The letter smells sweet and juicy, with a spicy note to stave off boredom. Like fruit from a forbidden tree, the lovers reach for it greedily, unsympathetic to the harm it would cause others. Excitement and a hunger for thrills were all that mattered. Let's take a closer look.
There, Mrs. Rutkowska for sweetie Janusz.
Janusz, the bastard has swiped something from your coat.
I'm only touching.
It's not there.
You scumbag! After my fist touches your face, even your own mother won't recognize you.
They brought a friend. Let's see, it's hour 15 minutes in-ish. Took us long enough. Fisticuffs has taken so long. I'm surprised. Let's see. Oh, Ritzy's having a great time. Yeah. Risk. The first attack on this target casts a hidden negative state from the attacker. I just want to do a quick review. Let's see, because it's been a little bit. Ear intoxication, bloody penance, not this world. Old reliable. Bloody debt. Oh yeah, I haven't really used any of the bloody debt type of means. Persuasion, last wish. Okay, you're the suffering. Bloody wedding. That's the faster one. Syrian blow. Deceptive song, right, the more focus. Rana. More focus, reduces focus. Oh yeah, this is, I like this one. Slow, here's the bedding. Slippery bed, good luck kiss, lucky turn. Devil's Pact. I don't remember using Krampus much. 6 damage, makes you lose focus instead of taking damage. Oh yeah, the focus stuff. Fiendish Prank, Deadly Snaps. Then Witches. Or Strong Attack. Over time. Guess we're not gonna... Let's look to here, so we're not gonna get that. And Libera ENVTuber. Okay, that's the remove all negative states from you. And this is the removes all negative states from you and transfers them to the enemy. Okay, that's what I was trying to remember. Which ones those belong to? Okay. Let's begin. You have the lowest HP, you have the health points. We can heal. Maybe we'll do you with the lower focus. Who's the most dangerous here? Land hit reduces, so we're all doing a bunch of reduces focus. Let's get Velas or Krampus. Velas. This, we're gonna get Perfectionism up. Yeah, we're gonna want to been so long since we had a Victor punch. Okay, what did this give us? Terror reduces focus at the end of every round. The effect stacks 2 times. How about thoughtful development? I want to get our focus back, because that's going to be... Yeah. Lowers all enemies focused by 1. Just looking, I didn't realize we get like everyone is the best choice. Liberum veto is an interesting reference. It is a very specific privilege granted to parliament members in Polish, Lithuanian, Commonwealth. Oh! Any singular member was able to veto a reform, making it extremely hard to pass it. Anything interesting? Thank you! Thank you for sharing. See, that's where I know I'm missing a whole lot of context there, so I really appreciate it being shared with me. I'm just reminding myself again. Well, Victor's gonna take care of this, so who do we want? 28, that's a bit lower. There we go. Finishing argument. But yeah, I think we can. We'll just take care of you, and then we'll get our then work on our focus again. What do we need? Okay, there. Restore our focus a bit. Oh! I don't think I've seen that animation before. Every time you come here, I end up having to pick up someone's teeth from the floor. I mean... I guess the question was not... when are we going to have a fight? At the moment it is... how many fights? Are these both taking us to the same... Let's see. Enemies get their own ultimates too. You haven't really seen them. They were very... It's taking me a roundabout way, or... Oh, here we go. I want to see more of the fun animations. Note in the window, the office is closed. Customers of all sorts are kindly asked to come back later. Note in the window. Trace unknown. Note on the door indicates that the office will not open anytime soon. Cause before my model was, I had it a bit higher up, so I'd always like have to move, so I wasn't covering the like trace part. I still have like that instinct to like move out the way. I carefully calligraphed letters of the note. Calligraphed of the note tremble from the stress of enveloping them. Tensions flatten their bellies, curves their lines, and turns the dots into fierce-soaked blobs over the fate of Neumeyer's conversation with the workers. Okay. Important. What else do we have? Newspaper article. Strike in Neumeyer's company. Black clouds are gathering over Wolfgang Neumeyer's enterprise. Following the changes he introduced, Mr. Neumeyer was forced to release half of his workforce. However, this was met with a harsh protest, and the remaining employees have gone on strike and refuse to go back to work until their co-workers are taken back. Negotiations are in process, yet none of the sides are willing to give in. The strike leaders, apart from pleading for their colleagues, have made additional demands, higher wages and a 90-minute lunch break. The conflict is sure to affect the entire town as the sewage system construction has ground to a standstill and there's no telling when it will be resumed. Inconvenient article. Yesterday's issue of the Courier with an article about the upcoming workers' strike on the front page. The newspaper is crumpled and torn. The search for Neumeyer. Neumeyer went to negotiate with the striking workers, and something tells me he was not in a particularly conciliatory mood. His office will be closed until tomorrow, which perhaps creates a certain opportunity. Brochure on the benefits of bathhouses. We must be convinced that the widespread use of bathhouses will contribute a great deal to the eradication of wastefulness among the population, get rid of many diseases and vulnerabilities to succumb to them, reduce our medical expenses, and contribute to the rise of people who are healthy, firm, vigorous, and productive. As our living conditions are growing ever more difficult, we need to strive towards increasing our strength. Meanwhile, we see that people are growing weaker. To heal the nation, to bolster its vitality and bravery, that is our first task. A healthy spirit can only be nurtured in a healthy body, and frequent use of bathhouses is the most important condition for our health. This is for a separate quest. Yes. A scientific study of more than a dozen pages, according to which frequent use of bathhouses bolsters its vitality and bravery. I was wondering if there was if it was like a secret pamphlet or something that's hinting at something else. But no, that was just for a different quest. Let's do a save, because I haven't in a bit. Office door. The office door is locked. What now? Words float above the door's meticulous word carving. Light and airy like fluff, they whisper of a great mystery. A hiding place unknown to anyone. Under a concrete slab and invisible to the human eye lies a spare key to the office. Can we use it? Opportunity makes since the office is locked and I accidentally found out where the key is, I have to follow through and go in there, right? Besides, what Neumeyer doesn't see won't hurt him.
The things people come up with. I'll do some exploring.
Let's see. Painting entitled Bucephalus. Trace familiar, worried person. Words of pride hover over the painting. Pride in owning a thoroughbred mount. A mount that doesn't walk but flows. That doesn't jump but flies, and its nostrils are as soft as a cloud. It is generally leagues above all other horses. In everything. I wonder if its owner calls it Busey? Are we gonna bring this up in some dialogue? The phone has greasy fingerprints on it. Someone uses it often and rarely cleans it. Words of disappointment and resignation pour from the phone receiver. They talk about a loan that was almost granted but ultimately fell through, about dashed hopes and the realization there is no chance of a loan. So we don't forget anything here. Purchase offer. Made for the purchase of a purebred Hanoverian stallion with the proud name Bucephalus. The sum is impressive. Sinister incantations hover over the offer. They demonstrate passion, conviction, and wishing the would-be buyer chafing britches and not for the horse to buy him on the bum. Bucephalus is not for sale. The horse. The key to all these quests. Oh, accounts ledger. Columns in the ledger reveal the sad truth about the company. The profits and losses don't balance out. Words full of desperation and determination are scattered between book pages. He must let people go. It's the only way. But he must keep up appearances. He needs an excuse. Drinking at work? No one will feel sorry for the drunkards. No one will shed a tear. We really answering someone else's telephone? Yellow. Say nothing.
Hello? This thing doesn't work. Hello? Hello? What the hell with this fucking technology?
Oh. I thought we might get to say something afterwards. Good talk. I thought one of those dialogue choices when where I'm annoyed that it didn't really work out how I thought it would. We learned some very valuable information. Now it is time to end the strike. Okay, so is it gonna matter who I talk to here? Make a save. Because I want... I feel like... I'm hoping this like involves both of them. We're gonna like end up in the middle. We're not talking to exactly one person, but let's see.
This is
Okay, good.
negotiation, so let's negotiate. You won't finish the job without us. That's the truth.
Mr. Neumeier?
Nicht jetzt. How many times do I have to tell you? This can't be done. It doesn't work like that. That's not how you do Geschäfte.
Listen, sir, we won't give up. Either you can take back the men you fired, or you can say goodbye to the workers you've got left.
You can build these sewers yourself, you lousy capitalist asshole.
Rude!
This is just gutter talk, not negotiations.
Impasse. Both sides are determined to achieve their goals and are not going to back down. Looks like I'll have to help them. Try to straighten things out. Say nothing. Is anything even gonna happen? Supporting Rudy.
The capitalist keeps pressing his boot against the proletariat's throat, and he's resenting the fact that people are rising up.
That's right. End the oppression. Fucking thieves.
That's enough. So Schandgerede. I won't have it.
Rude!
Who are you, and what do you want?
He really went for it. Might I have a word in private?
I wanted to talk to you.
Zeit ist Geld. I don't have time. Neither for you nor for these negotiations. Let's go back to work.
No. Ads, the strike's still on. We're not touching the work. It's knock-off time until further notice.
Maybe now you can spare me a moment?
Not here. Follow me, please.
Bet you regret those layoffs now, don't you?
Better hair. I deal with that kind of aggression every day. I got used to it. Zeit ist Geld. What brings you here?
Let's ask about the cause of this strike.
Why did the workers go on strike?
Sir, I fired those who drank at work and everyone suddenly went mad. You Polen. I don't understand you. It's time to bring this country into the 20th century. In Germany, it's unthinkable to drink vodka at work.
Learn more about the layoffs.
So what's the story with those layoffs?
I don't like inaction. So when I set new rules and people kept drinking, I gave them an ultimatum.
And how much time did you give them to adapt to the new rules?
What do you mean? There's action and there's reaction. I set the new rules on Monday, and on Wednesday, I let them go.
You were too rash.
What you did was stupid.
Are you standing up for these drunkards? What, are you a socialist?
That's not the point. You can't expect these people to change overnight.
I'm losing control over my character. Now he's just going in whenever there's an opportunity. Ask about workers' aggression.
What do you mean by aggression?
I'm talking about that troglodyte, that Rude guy. Diesen Mistkerl.
What did you do?
He smeared my office windows with shit. Scheiße. I know it was him. I know it. I have no proof, but I know it. Can you imagine that Gestank? That stink?
Short fuse. Rudy favors the argument of strength and clearly has no sympathy for Neumeier. Anything else? Steve?
I'll get going.
I had my reasons, mostly concerning work ethics, but there are always many factors involved. This is complicated. You know what it's like.
I like the... I do like the other languages being mixed in. I think it gives the dialogue a lot of flavor, but sometimes I do worry I'm missing out. No way out? Question mark. Neumeier seems to be looking for a way out of his financial troubles. Neumeier's situation. The solution to the problem lies right under Neumeier's nose. The money from the sale of the horse would put an end to his liquidity problems. But, well, the horse would have to be sold first, and apparently that is painful. Fortunately, I am able to soothe the rich man's aching heart. Can we talk as well? Before we do that.
So Neumeier never tried to find a solution? German Ordnung stifles the proletariat, you might say?
That's what it looks like. And that's what we're saying.
I can see I'm not the only one who wants to talk to you. I don't like crowds. I'll come back to you later.
You put in a word for Ude, so that seems hunky-dory. But you don't look like a worker. What's your story?
I wanna hear about. Look at that. Nothing much to miss here. Only that Zeit ist Geld means time is money. That was my guess. That's my guess. Oh yeah, Zeitgeist. Yeah. And NPC animations are the best. Look at that. What is that? Please tell me about your point of view, but let's not move the camera so I can keep watching both of you.
I wanted to know the story behind those layoffs, from your point of view.
The story. The story. Sir, this is all bullshit. That's the whole story. You know that Neumeier banned drinking at work.
He mentioned it, but he suggested it wasn't the only reason.
Well, there you go. He said it himself. The cat's out of the bag. The drinking wasn't why he fired those people.
Then what was it?
I don't care. People end up in the streets, families get deprived of their livelihoods, and that bastard plays the angel. I won't have it. None of us will work until all the boys are back.
What about the journalist?
Are you friends with Mr. Fagin?
No, but at least he's trying to cover the issue fairly. What the censorship will do with it is another story, though.
Do you know anything more about him?
Even if I knew, I wouldn't say.
Good chat.
I won't bother you anymore.
And, oh, wait, hold on.
You learned anything?
Yeah, why are you addressing me as WS?
Why do you keep calling me WS?
I mean, I know obviously, but...
Because I want you to remember it.
I don't understand.
You'll understand.
Uh-oh. What do you know about Neumeier? Oh, now we can see everybody returning to their idle Sims state.
Actually, I wanted to ask you myself about Neumeier.
You scratch my back and I'll scratch yours? Fine. Wolfgang Neumeier, born 1858, father Klaus, mother Anna, younger son, runs the local branch of his father's empire. What else? He has a reputation as a successful entrepreneur, but I don't think that's valid anymore. He eats dumplings for dinner and doesn't add sugar to his tea.
The monster.
Shoe size 41 and a half.
That's quite impressive.
Your turn. What do you know?
Can you tell me more about the workers beforehand?
What do you know about the workers?
Each one has a powerful personal story. They're furious and joined in solidarity. Either they come out on top, or that Rode guy will rip Neumeier apart. Anything else?
Sure.
I got to an offer that Neumeier recently received.
You might help us out
Someone
later.
wanted to buy his horse, with a charming name Bucephalus.
Right. Of course it had to be a horse. Rich people are so predictable. No offense. The city still has no sewer system, families end up in the streets, while Herr Neumeier would rather keep his purebred stallion than secure people's livelihood. That's how it will read. Can you give me that offer?
You can't put it like that. What was the man supposed to do? Sell his own possessions to save the company?
It's his company, WS. He got into debt, so he should save it. Contrary to what rich people believe, it is possible to live without a purebred stallion and champagne. Besides, this document is something more. It's leverage that the workers can use to force their demands. It's a change for the proletariat. We have to make it public, WS.
If the purchase offer. Is that gonna mess with the offer to yourself? Yeah, sure.
You make it public. Maybe you can add a witty comment and quote Neumeier.
I appreciate your knack for journalism, but I think Rutkowski is the one who would be the happiest to have this piece of paper. I'll give it to him.
Are you going to suggest blackmail?
I'd rather call it an alternative, and if Neumeier refuses to cooperate, I'll write a nice and neat opinion piece about it. Thanks, WS.
There's that option. Oh.
Mr. Neumeier, I was able to find some sources clearly stating that despite your company's financial
See what he
distress,
says.
you're living a life of luxury.
Nonsense. I am a modest man. Das ist alles.
Is that so? What about the money you spend on horses? On Bucephalus? I've heard you had a good buyer. Isn't the fate of workers and their families more important than a horse?
Let's back him up.
A German magnate feeds on the suffering of Polish workers. You won't be a crowd favorite.
But that's not true. Well, not quite. So ist es wirklich nicht. You cannot publish that.
I don't have the documents, but my source tells me that Mr. Rutkovsky has them. I bet he'll share them unless you two can reach an agreement. I would hurry if I were you. We're closing the issue at 5.
Either you tell them, or the offer to buy Bucephalus will end up in the newspapers, along with Mr. Fagin's comment.
Meine Herren, come here. You win. I'll suffer, but nobody cares about that. Was für ein Schicksal.
He'll get a stroke.
I did what was necessary to make you happy. I accept your conditions. You win. Hooray! Now, get laboring.
I'm a little curious. I think we will go with like that result. But I do want to see. What just the other options for for the content. But the autosaves. I want to know if there's a little bit more out of there. What a fate. Okay, thank you. Seems like all paths lead to the same outcome. It seems like they're generally gonna lead to the same way. I just wanted to know if we could find out a little bit more. Maybe get an achievement. Because the achievement pictures are actually quite funny. Yeah, okay, what? Do you have to...
Yeah?
Reach out to his empathy. Make him so Bucephalus.
Deep in your heart you know what's important, what the right thing to do is. It's the man that counts, not the horse.
Yeah, you're right. Meine Herren, listen to me, please. I know some bad words have been said, but I have found a solution. Your Freunde will go back to work.
Really?
Yeah. I've understood what really matters. You are the most important. Now, everyone can get back to work. Ich verspreche es.
Has he lost his mind or what?
Gentlemen, it worked. We'll start a union.
That was... that was like way simpler. I guess the other option is if you don't have your stats high enough. I do feel like that's the slightly... Giving this guy a conscience is actually a slightly better option. Maybe we will go with that. Originally I was doing the other, I just wanted to like see all the paths. But we're basically ending up in the same place. I think we'll stick with that for the moment. But yeah, I wonder if there is like a option if you side with him more. Neumeier, I mean.
Done. The wheels are in motion. I'm accepting compliments.
I could kiss your forehead. How did you manage to do that?
Magic.
It turned out Neumeier had a purebred horse. It was worth enough to re-employ all the people he had fired. So he decided to sell it.
How generous. And voluntarily, of course.
Of course.
Of course.
Believe it or not, I've been quite busy myself. Listen to this. Spirit King and Phantom Prince. Or, better yet, Poet and Pilgrim. Get it?
Get it? Yeah.
You're the poet and I'm the pilgrim because I've traveled a lot?
You bet. And fuck that guy with his WS. So see you around, Pilgrim.
Ritzy will remember that. Do you have anything else to say?
You seem happy. What's going on?
Saturday. That's what's going on.
I'm pretty sure today's not Saturday.
But it is.
Live your life like every day was Saturday. Pilgrim! How glad I am to see you in my humble abode. New style? Some might like it.
Yeah, tell me about Warsaw's underground life.
I'm interested in Warsaw's underground scene.
Ask a mailman. Say what you want to know.
Return to other
There's
subjects.
something else.
The
Is
booze
there?
doesn't judge. Shoot.
Never mind.
I'm sorry, I think I'll deal with it some other time.
Feel invited.
Awkward conversations that go nowhere. Okay, I guess now. Get a nice detour. Go back to Rasputin. Oh, let's not get run over in the street. And one more. I know there's autosaves, but just in case. The loading screens can be a little long. Going to the cemetery? Not indoors? Why? Oh. Why? Demon. Hello. Been a while.
What are you doing here?
Vanitas, vanitatum, et omnia vanitas. Your father was a great man.
I mean, this is Victor. He doesn't miss an opportunity.
That's all that remains of his greatness.
Of course, to dust we return. But our glory can be inscribed for our descendants unto all eternity. This is the formula for immortality.
Let's let him speak. Let's see where he's going with this.
Continue.
Your father considered himself Polish. Your mother was Russian. And you grew up in France. Who are you, Victor?
So let's throw it back at him.
And what about you? Who are you, Grigory Yefimovich Rasputin?
Me? Above all, I am an acolyte of Christ himself, whose path I know and wish to follow. I'm not as lost as you.
And what about the rest of the flock? The people around you. You've gathered them, us, intentionally.
Everyone has a goal. We're only yet another stopover on someone's journey. And sometimes our paths lead in the same direction. Mine leads to the court of Nikolai Romanov. I need to save the Tsarevich because I believe that only then can we have a future. I can help him. Do you believe me?
I'd like to.
I'd like to believe. I know that you're helping me, and I have a debt towards you, but I also have my doubts.
How can I dispel them?
If you know, remember this. Your parties are seeming a little bit like a cult.
I can see what you're doing. You want to create a cult.
Therefore your eyes deceive you. People flock to me on their own, and I simply do not push them away. We all share the same goal. Anything else?
Let's ask about the visit to the Orthodox Church.
Why are you visiting the Church of St. Mary Magdalene?
I pray there. But Lazarev showed it to me. He believes in my mission and revealed that the Tsarina sometimes goes there.
Does that have anything to do with Kirill?
Where do you know him from?
I've also been to the church to pray.
No, he doesn't matter here. What worried you?
That one didn't have a Rasputin will remember this. I think we might as well mention others who also have doubts.
There are people who don't have entirely flattering opinions about you. They say you might be dangerous.
What people? Do you know them? Everyone has opinions. About you, or about other thaumaturges, Jews, women, American Indians, or about Christ himself. What have you heard about me that's starting to frighten you? Have you heard about my wife? Maybe that I abandoned her for orgies and feasts? Or maybe you should just go ahead and ask me directly. Have you heard about my wanton life? I don't judge anyone by who they sleep with, or how often. What else have you heard, and from whom? From the Petersburg Okhrana and its agents? From newspapers written under the strictures of Tsarist censorship? What else?
Finally, remind him that he knows things. He knows things you haven't told him.
It feels like you know things I haven't told you.
I can't be sure what you're telling me consciously, and which ones only during our sessions.
It's hard to trust someone who goes into your head without you knowing what he does in there.
That didn't bother you before. You invited me in yourself, remember? You yourself opened your mind to me.
The quest told me to do it.
I hadn't investigated my power myself. It's a gift. I usually help those who believe. Do you believe now?
That's all.
That's all.
See, I think I've dispelled all your doubts. Think what we can achieve, Victor, if you just come with me. Think about how the Tsar will look upon all thaumaturges then, if one of them saves his heir. Do you see now?
Why don't you explain how you want to do it?
It all sounds lovely, but how would we achieve this ambitious goal?
Together, Victor. Together. And all in good time. You'll just have to believe we can do it. Do you believe?
Oh, hey dog. If you don't remember this, I'm gonna take the... I need a bit of time to think about it. It's not letting me... I mean, I don't know. I'm not getting, no time anyway. Honestly, I'm thinking of... Oh! Hey, dog. Hold on. Wanted to have a little shake. Let's just... I'm feeling like the friendship ended with Rasputin. Now Obertzi is my best friend now meme. Can you give me a little bit of time?
I need time.
You've heard me, Victor. And after everything I've done for you
Oh,
so
he's sad.
come back when you're ready. Once you're on that path, there's no turning back.
God, a lot of will remember this.
You know where to find me.
Go back. That shit. The consequences. Go back to Rasputin once you're ready. Check near the staircase on the way to Victor House. Remember the quest. Oh, thank you. Let's... I'm just laughing. I mean, it wasn't really... It was like... I mean, maybe this is what it's... I kind of gave a not answer, so of course it would give me another opportunity, but... It also didn't let me say no there. Are you... Yeah, so it's taking a... Oh! Hello. Message from Arutzi. Yay! Come see me when you have time. I've got something coming up, just like the good old days. Here we go again. As I said, friendship ended with Rasputin. Now Arutzi's my new best friend. Very well. Hey, let me just check Taylor's dilemmas. Once again, if there's anything around, not immediately here, no. I mean, I quite like the outfit we're working with right now. I'm on my way. See, are we just going... I didn't see anything before, but maybe we'll just do a... Okay, not in this area then. Okay. Normally my fry dog just lies down on my lap, but she's sitting up and watching the game. It's amusing me. I worry about her bonking the mic. Look, my fry dog, it's our best friend.
Victor, tell me, does the blood on the pavement by the entrance really stand out?
I didn't notice anything.
Attaboy. Listen, we've got a job coming our way, just like in the good old days. You, me, and beating up some thugs. Interested? I know you are.
Can we ask about this now first?
I'm interested in Warsaw's underground scene.
What do you want to know?
No.
There's something else.
The booze doesn't judge. Shoot.
Let's let's ask about action like the good old days.
Tell me, what kind of action have you got coming up?
There's this guy, Kafar, from Ruzhitz. The bastard thinks he can mess with the left bank. He and his people seized one of mine, Max. Said he owed them. He got away, but there's still bad blood. I thought I might explain a thing or two to Kafar. So, shall we go there?
Why do you want to do this in person? Why wouldn't you want to send your people instead?
Why don't the shivs deal with it?
You offer an adventure to strengthen the bond in good faith, and this is how he treats you. I love my boys, and don't tell them that, but you've got to be nifty here and know some magic. Come to Ruzhitz with me.
Okay.
You have my grimoire.
Yes, that's what I like to hear. Come on, let's show Kafar we mean business. I won't have anyone going after my people for some imaginary debts.
Very kind of him to take us directly.
Look how beautiful it is. The babble of fishwives, the cursing of longshoremen, and there, marshmallows are being cut on a chopping block.
Marshmallows?
Oh, and there my dad used to have a stall. Well, never mind. Where do we find that wise guy?
There, in a shack in the southeast. His people usually stand by the entrance.
Let's go then. But you go with the shivs and lock Ruzhitz so that Kafar knows this is serious. And so that none of those bastards get away.
I can't let you stick your neck out for me, boss.
Not just me. It won't be the first time we beat on some knaves with Victor.
Just one sec. Out. Oh, is that a Lord of the Rings reference? It might have just been. They don't have my grimoire. Apparently marshmallows are 4,000 years. Wow, I didn't. Wow. I was just wondering that when they mentioned them. I didn't know. I didn't know how old they were. I want to write that down. I want to look into the history of marshmallows now. I'm actually gonna write this down. I'm curious. Okay. Let's ask about. Let's get some information. Oh wait. Their history goes back as early as 2000 BC. Ancient Egyptians were said to be the first to make and use the root of the plant to soothe coughs and sore throats and to heal wounds. I never really knew marshmallows had I guess the plants had medicinal properties. The first marshmallows were prepared by boiling pieces of root pulp with honey until thick. Once thickened, the mixture was strained, cooled, and then used as intended. Yeah, I guess the honey would also help with like the medicinal properties. That's so interesting. Thank you for looking it up. No, just as they said that, I was like, I don't know they read that. Sticky about that. The game can wait. I'm too invested in the history of marshmallows now. This is why I play games. I can go find some historical tangent. This is what I came to this game specifically for.
What exactly did that kafir do to you?
He's threatening to send his people to hurt my daughter if I don't give him back his money. I won the money fair and square, in a game of cards, but Kafar claims he was drunk, and I took advantage of that.
Don't worry. We'll sort him out for good. Go on, close the gates.
On it, boss.
I was just noticing over at Seas.
Today, my dear Victor, we will embark on a sentimental journey. A long, long time ago in the Mermaid City lived a brute, the leader of 40 grafters, keeping order at Ruzhitz.
Wearing rings over his
Let me
gloves.
guess. We are the righteous warriors who will teach him a lesson, right?
You know it. We are some helpful bastards, aren't we?
You seem to be in awfully good mood.
Well, sure. It's just like the old days, isn't it? You and me against the world. Old pals pledged their loyalty, their voices like a sling projectile. Besides, the Ruzhitz lads are really fun to smack around. Oh wait, speak of the devil. Here they are.
He came to
Let the
us.
fun begin.
What do you think you're doing? Closing the gates, kicking up a shindy? You shouldn't show up here, Nijits.
Yes, I know. You're intimidated by the sight of an intellectual. But it's time to write the first chapter of today's tale on these ruddy mugs. I will call it The Pilgrim and the Poet Came.
I like they brought the boss battle to us. I need to okay. These names. Alright, I need just 1 second though before we start. She ghosted us. Ooh. Okay, there we go. Need to take care of some plugging in. I think that picked up on desktop too. Anything we need? We haven't like gone a big level up in a while. I think we're pretty okay. Resistance. So you only have the most HP, but only 2, so you can probably take care of you the most quickly. We do have a buddy. Right hook, 1 damage. I was gonna say again. I love the like gold embroidery on his gloves. Oh, embroidery on gloves and the rings worn over the gloves. Reminding because I don't use you. I'm only use yeah. Get your focus down. And these are counterattack, reduces focus. So you're also going in on the focus. Let's get perfectionism up. Okay, you're prepping. There's the one of the old one too. Yeah. One damage. Oh, I got an achievement for that. Yeah. You do that. Unless we kill. Okay, we'll need to get our focus back a little bit. Finishing argument. Can we... What do you have? Reduces damage taken. And then get this in. So you're going down, and then we will... I think we'll be okay. Just get this done. Go.
Oh, Victor, that was truly exquisite. Can
Which
you smell
damage
the
did you
aroma
do?
of Madeleine wafting through the air? When you smacked the tallest one, I almost shed a tear.
And this is just chapter 1. Time for chapter 2.
Sure thing, and we can do anything we want in it. It just has to end with us paying Kafar a visit. After all, I'm on official business here. This is our time, Victor. And time is like a little partridge, running fast as fuck. We need to take advantage of that.
What are the options?
Follow me.
Oh, okay.
One scum queen awaits in a tower.
Kafar, king.
Lead the way.
The king of the porters. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Kafar, the fearless Rujit's bodyguard, who values his job mostly for the chance of extorting protection money from the world-weary storekeepers. Or stall-keepers. The cornerstone of society, indeed. I'm actually glad Alberitzi introduced him to me. Oh, here you go. The problem when we can only run.
Victor! Look here.
Yeah?
Hold on, scumbags. I'm talking to you.
What did we do to deserve that kind of treatment from the authorities?
Authorities? What authority? He's just a corrupt copper.
You must have a death wish, you lice-ridden mongrel.
Lovely. Another one to be made into mincemeat. Let's go, Victor. Although, upon careful consideration, the process won't help much in this case.
Oi, let me just... Get out of here, bastards!
Why don't we... I think Alberitzi would like this one. Joke at his expense.
Alberitzi, do you remember how we used to make fun of the constables to make them chase us?
I sure do.
Hey, ugly. It's in your pocket and it's gonna muck it.
What?
Shit a lot.
I'm gonna tear you apart.
This one lacks a sense of humor. Chapter 2, The Pilgrim and the Poet Song.
Oh, we got 4 of them. I can't say that was... the peak of humor here. Okay, we can do this. We can get you down actually quite quickly. I like they were just being led through a boss gauntlet. Okay, let's... Actually, what are you all? Counterattack prepping, shallow cut. Okay, do be careful bleeding, because that definitely builds up. Stylish shot inflicts damage, but I think we can get rid of you the most quickly. Get perfectionism up, of course. Yeah, I have to be careful about that. Oh, Ritzy. Let me just see our options here. Slows all enemies. Actually, that's probably a pretty good option. This one, yeah, this one does the extra damage if we get lucky. Looks damage. Missing focus, that's not gonna do much for us. Can heal a bit, which I don't super need. Yeah, at least. Bloody debt. Let's take Morana's. And oh, you're not gonna be slowed. Let's get this up and go running. I have to say, in the like combat companions, Ritzy is not rating very high, unfortunately. Perhaps if we had some funny quips. Is there another one? Okay. Let's get rid of our bleeding. And take you out. Oh. Wait, wasn't that the transfer negative states? Oh well. We'll do it. Definitely gotta get rid of it now. Come on, 1 damage. Get the suffering up. I think you're the more dangerous one. You'll get the more bleed. There we go. Yeah. Get some healing. And I think you're, yeah, so you're taken care of. Just start getting this ready. You're doing doing okay, Ritzy? You suffering up. Our turn. I think we killed that man.
There's something odd nearby.
Oh, is there?
Thaumaturge never fails me. There is something here.
Small package. There's nothing but suspicious looking white powder inside. There's greed for both money and excess churning over the package. Fast carriages, fancy restaurants, beautiful women. They do say that money is power, and once he sells his magic sugar, he'll be rolling in it. He'll live like a king. Another one? It's for us? Okay, we'll initiate.
What are you joshing for? Niedzic, this ain't your turf. Why the hell did you come here raising a stink?
Get out of our way, plebeian.
Wait, Abauritse. Take a look at him. Doesn't he look like...
Samson the Thug! The same beady eyes are straying in search of reason.
What did you say?
You look like a hothead from way back who stood in our way. Shall we do the same as we did with the other one?
Sure.
We're from the Franciscan Sisters to see the Honorable Mr. Kafar, whose generosity is widely known on both sides of the Vistula. We're collecting money for a wooden figure of Christ by the puppet maker Geppetto. We're going to raise money together once his oak limbs come to life.
Making Pinocchio?
What? Is there such a puppet maker?
Fuck, I can't keep my countenance like I used to. You can't talk to this idiot.
I'll get you for this.
I can't avoid it. Let's see, what do we have? Store health points, reduce damage. Okay. More fistica. We did. Right hook. Can you look at right hook 1, hook 10. In defense. More fisticuffs. Can't avoid it. I thought we were getting out of it for a moment, but Ritzy botched it. Let's see. Yeah, I have the least HP. We're just doing damage, no. Wanna try anything with Krampus? No, I think I'll stick with... Get this up, okay. Oh, combo! Get down. Yeah. Let's speed this up. Okay, one down. And for you, okay. Get a little bit of healing going. Quick fire combo. You're down. And we'll get this set up. Okay, so the question is, more fights? Literal path of carnage in our footsteps. Kafar's message to Pietrek. Kafar is on shaky ground. His boss suspects him of smuggling, and he's planning an inspection. Kafar told his boys to move the sugar, what a clever code name that's in no way suspicious, someplace else. The paper's trembling with fear. He had a plan, and everything was going well, but if the boss finds out, it's over. Out of sight. So Kafar, apart from racketeering and loan sharking, is running one more tiny business on the side. I wonder what his boss would have to say about that. Drug dealing doesn't help his position, and worse, it doesn't leave a kopek in his pocket. Someone malevolent might use the information to blackmail Kafar. Am I going to do that? Possibly. In front. Will we... Are there more? We're gonna have like one final actual boss battle. We're going to just do blackmail.
Kafar, you fucker.
Niedzits, you
There's three of them.
You always drop in unannounced.
Not good odds.
Did you hear that? A loan shark calls me a snitch? The scumbag. Next time, I'll send you a note. I want you to stay the fuck away from my people, especially Max.
And what are you going to do? I've got a reputation here. You'd best shut your trap and bark up a different tree.
He's going to get his trap smacked. Let's get him.
First, let's ask him about the debt.
So what's your version of the story?
Who cares? I didn't take you to have a conversation with him.
The darkest place is under the candle. Your Max nicked something important from me to sell it himself.
Sugar?
How?
Never mind.
Yeah. Max wanted to sell right under Niedzit's nose. By getting square with him, I'm doing you a favor.
Shut your trap. Victor, I'm getting impatient.
I mean, this is just... I mean, he wants to do the beatdown. I did say... This might work out better for us in the long run, though.
Listen, maybe this time we can use our heads. As it happens, Kafar has a small intoxicating secret.
What do you mean? We're not going to shoot the scumbag? Then our sentimental journey won't be complete, and I will have to rewrite the final chapter.
Kafar is afraid that his sugar smuggling will be exposed. He does it behind the manager's back.
You've really impressed me now.
Okay, he's okay with it.
Well, magic, bitch. You're not so tough now, are you?
And who's going to believe you, fancy boy? Get out of here.
So how about we fuck him up?
Bring great fright. You know what? He seemed pretty okay with magic. I really like that line.
Let me show you one more trick. Chapter 3. You can see yourself in an expensive frock coat, surrounded by stall keepers who show you favor and respect. They stare at you like dogs. How delusive it is. One word about your sugar, and it all bursts like a bubble. You've got nothing. Humiliated, defeated, you rot in oblivion.
It's all lost. No! So many years of effort, kissing the manager's ass, squabbling with those bastards from Rozhitz. I can't make it in jail.
Unless?
All right, Mr. Niedzits. Whatever you want. I've already forgotten about Max. All squared up?
I think we can work it out.
He seemed okay with that. I mean, I was open to doing it. For the Ovitsi will remember that. But he did want to bring me for the magic. Hi, Seagull.
Well, this is what I call a happy ending. We beat up a few thugs, and we taught them a lesson. Well, if that was an evil deed, then the Tsarist government would have arranged war so differently. The loan shark is defeated, and justice prevails eventually. Although I hope we would shoot him. But the magic tricks are fine, too.
Admit that you wish you had been a better Thaumaturge back then.
I wish I had been able to do all that magic stuff 15 years ago.
Do you think that if you had charmed Setsemin back then, Satanisław wouldn't have sent you away?
Probably would have come up with something else.
I'm sure Father would have plagued me in 1,000 different ways. But maybe he wouldn't have sent me away.
But if you hadn't gone, you wouldn't be the Thaumaturge you are now. Damn it, Victor, I wouldn't be myself either. You better tell me why it was my dad who swung for it, not us. Honestly. We came back, Satanisław took you into his office for questioning, and then what?
Note that he's mispronouncing Victor's father's name on purpose. Yeah, for a moment I was like, have I been mispronouncing it? And then I realized. Say it the way you remember it.
Father never raised his voice. I wished he had screamed and been mad at the time, but all he did was talk. From time to time, Balberit would show up and look at me. I thought I would die that day. Then I heard your father would answer for the lone shark's death, and you and I would get away with it. Stanisław told me to pack and take this gun with me, to remind me that it wasn't just a lone shark who lost his life that day.
Right. My dad would rot in jail, and yours had to sell antiques.
Let's be open.
You don't know everything. My father was forced to let one rat inside his home. Ivan Konieczkin.
No shit. Satanisław snitched to the Ochrana? That's tough. Do you think your old man was right to expel you?
I mean, this is Victor we're talking about. From everything we played, this is an interesting answer. Just from everything we've played, I don't think the Victor we know is open to this sort of nuance yet.
No, I still hold the grudge against him. I've never felt as unwanted and lonely as I did then.
He tried to protect you. Don't you get it? My dad wouldn't have wanted me to rot in jail instead of him either. Even after everything. Never mind. Each of us had his share of suffering. And now, we're here drinking vodka as winners. Kings of life, lords of death.
Oh, I just realized it's not just rings that he has, they're like jewel-encrusted knuckles. What happens to Max now?
What are you going to do about Max?
Nothing pleasant, that's all I can promise. He wanted to pull a fast one on me, but it ain't gonna happen.
Let's praise the captured vodka.
I have to admit that this is some quality vodka.
Agreed. It burns the throat like the urge to sing sonnets. It hits the head like inspiration.
Where did you get it?
Tastes like Różicka. You know, the booze from the butcher's shop.
I know, so it's kosher.
Victor, what do you think about me? Really?
Yeah, why do you want to know all of a sudden?
Why do you ask all of a sudden?
Stop hedging, you're pissing me off.
As I said, friendship ended with Rasputin. Now Bertzi is my best friend.
I think you're my friend.
What? You still trust me even after I had you kidnapped? Are you an idiot? I'm kidding. I'd follow you into a fire, brother. But don't tell it to my lads or they'll get jealous. But enough talking for now. Let's drink. To friendship, Victor. To being squared up.
Oh, we got an achievement there. It's a deal. Help. Oh, I missed it. It was something like help Obertzi deal with the good old days. What do we have here? Brother. Glass against glass. These are the vows we make that no devil can break. I have to go see my shivs. Showmichie cannot be left unattended too long, or all kinds of dregs will start running rampant. You missed a delightful sunrise, but you, Sleeping Beauty, slept so sweetly that I didn't have the heart to wake you up. Till next time, A. Yes, enjoy your sleep a little. Okay. Now we're just left with... Is there anything? Let's just do a last check for here. Albertzi's social link completed. Oh, is that the end? No! Well, maybe he'll, because we completed it, he'll come in like the final boss. When all hope is lost, every social link will appear. Every social link will appear and give us messages of encouragement. As we are now brothers. No more fisticuffs with Albertzi. Oh. But that was a cute, that was a cute little ending though. We got a nice note. I hope it's not. I hope he doesn't just disappear for the rest though. It would be nice for him to like pop up again. I mean, he can still appear as part of the main plot. Okay. I think we're gonna finish up there. We do need to visit the bathhouse. So this one has the... Do we wanna... Is there... Yeah. So I might off camera need to look for some of these again or check the guide. One pops up again. But yes, and I will continue again next week, and by that time I should try and figure out what to do the Devil's Gambit, what to do about Rasputin. Because I've done a bit of 180. At the beginning, I was all in to be best buds. Now I'm a little less sure. But thank you, everybody. I'm gonna mess with the chat a little bit as well. Thank you all for joining me, and I hope you you enjoyed it, and hope you have a good rest of the weekend and a good start to the week. I'll try and schedule other streams again soon. I'm just waiting to hear on some scheduling stuff, but again, I hope everybody's doing well, and I will see you again. Bye bye.